Peace, wholeness, love, and light to the tribe. I hope everyone out there is doing well. Um, wow, it's been some very interesting energies that we have been pushing through these past few weeks. These past couple of days have been really interesting to say the least. Okay, but the message I'm about to give, they do not want this message out. Okay. I've tried giving this message maybe about 2 or 3 times already. And my phone would overheat, my phone would cut off, the video wouldn't go through. It was just always something. So I said, oh, they don't want this message out. They want to talk about mothers. Okay, so I'm just gonna go live and I'm gonna give the message to the collective. And yeah, that's how we're gonna do it today. Okay. But there's a lot of things that are shifting. There are a lot of things that have shifted. Okay. So before we get started, please don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification so you know when I go live. Shout out to the Soul Tribe and shout out to them members. Okay. So yeah, this is gonna be kind of a different live. I mean, it's gonna be more so of like direct messages that I received. I'll get into that a little bit later, but for right now, we gonna catch some vibes as we wait for Tribe to come in, and um yeah, so I'm gonna play some music, wait for Tribe to come on in. Once we got a few more Tribe members in here, I'm gonna get into the intro. We're gonna deep dive into why they didn't want this message out. And contact, right? I received contact, I was contacted. Okay. So it's gonna get pretty interesting, but it's gonna be very much so good intel at this time. Okay, you guys. So let's get into the vibes while we wait for Tribe to come in here. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Huge shout out to the tribe. Okay, thank you so much, Copious, for the Cash App donation. Thank you guys so much for all of the love, all of the support, all of the orders. Okay, everyone ordering tea, everyone ordering sessions. I can't thank y'all enough. Okay, I appreciate y'all. I see y'all. Okay, and I salute y'all. Shout out to the tribe. Okay, but yes, how is everyone feeling? Friday is live day out. Who? Man, y'all, I wasn't even gonna come live this Friday. That's how much of a whirlwind this energy has been for me. Okay, I'm gonna get into it later. As y'all can see, she's a little more sultry today. She's not so, hey, what's that? That's not the vibe today. The vibe is locking in on that first eye and staying focused through these times because everything has shifted. And it's really like an energetic shift as much as it's a physical shift. Okay. And I'm really feeling it. We've all been feeling it. Okay. Um, you said A1 Clarity said we're working hard for a better in life. Yes. Anubis said gratitude light it up. You already know. Okay. Sandra said peace, love, and light and healing. Yes. A1 Clarity said I would love to interview. Okay. I would love to do an interview. Email me. All of that is in the description box. And we can kind of discuss more things going on with that. Okay. But the energy, this energy is is different. It's very much so different. Okay. For the past couple of days, I have been dealing with a lot, like dealing with a lot of family issues. Okay. My children have been sick. My mom has been sick. So I've been working on healing them and trying to stay focused and balanced. Okay. And I am focused, I am balanced, right? I received so much clarity on the mission that I'm on by doing these things that I have been doing, right? And this is part of the message. This is part of the collective message, right? So you are that healer, right? You've been doing a lot of self-healing in order to know how to heal others when the time is right, when the time comes. Your mission, your job, your journey, it will be a time of show and prove. Okay. So this is why we have been doing a lot of internal work to heal ourselves on all levels for these moments right here. Okay. For these moments right now. Okay. It's going to be made even more so apparent as to why you are who you are, why the way you are, why you've been outcasted, why you are different, right? These times will show you exactly why, right? We were made for these times. We incarnated for these times, okay? So you're going to be receiving a lot of confirmation on who you are, what you are, why you're here, at these exact moments, because nobody can do you better than you do you. Nobody could be you. Nobody could come here with this integrity, with this strength, with this mental fortitude to get these things done the way how you have gotten a lot of things done, the way have you been healing yourself and being a generational cure, being a generational healer in these times of need where it is more necessary than ever, right? So continue to be who you are, continue to shine your light against all odds. We always prevail, we always make it through. Okay. And those obstacles, those things just make us stronger. Okay. Those just help us build our spiritual muscles. And yeah, this is kind of like the final test, right? The final test, the final push. And yeah, so I've been dealing with a lot. That's why I was debating on if I should come on live or not, because I wasn't energetically feeling it. But then I got this message the other day. Look at my face, how I just light up. So y'all, this message that came in overnight was so profound and so powerful that like I said, I tried to record it. Um just to get it out. But spirit was really like, no, you need to go live and get this message. I wasn't really feeling like going live. So I tried to record it. The recording cut off. My phone cut off. My phone overheated. It was just always something. And I'm like, oh, snap. They don't want me to get the message out. And spirit was like, no, we want you to give the message how we want you to give the message, right? It's a certain way how things need to be done. Otherwise, they're not going to be done the right way. It's a certain order to the chaos. It's a certain order to organizing things. Okay. And that's exactly what's happening with all of these things that are happening on the planet right now. Things are getting in order, even if it looks chaotic, even if things don't look the way how we think they look, right? Things aren't always as they seem. And this is where you really get in tune with your intuition at these times. Okay. So shout out to the soul tribe. Okay, I love y'all. I love what I do. All right, I wouldn't rather be any other place than on live giving these messages, tapping in with etheric energies and spirituality and doing astrology and doing healing and making my tea and drinking it and tapping in. Like, it is destined. What's destined cannot be denied. And yeah, so we about to get into these messages, and yeah, I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all ready. Because it's gonna be a lot of confirmation, it's gonna be a lot of shocking things. But you know, it's really nothing new under the sun. Okay. So just as you said, it's an honor to be here with you. Thank you so much, Monkey. I appreciate that. It's been a lot. It's been a lot, right? We got the Schumann resonance going off. I don't know if you know, for people who don't know what the Schumann resonance is, it's a measurement of the earth frequency that has been going off like every day, every night. And when I say going off, that means that there's spikes in the Schumann resonance. Normally the Schumann resonance is very steady, it's very calm. On a cool day, it's all blue. Lately, it's been green, red, and white. That lets me know that we're getting a lot of DNA activations. We've been having some blackouts, letting me know that there is a sense of this timeline, jumping, timeline anchoring, and shifting that has been going on within the collective, within us, within our DNA. Okay. Also, we've had a lot of solar flares. Okay, so I'm gonna get the receipts out now, because once I start getting into the channel, is we're gonna go somewhere. So I hope y'all really ready for this ride. All right. So I'm gonna show y'all what the Schumann resonance looks like right now. Um, just so y'all could see what exactly I'm referencing at this exact moment. Okay. Um okay. So this is the Schumann resonance, you guys. This is what it looks like. All right. So this is, what's today? Yeah, so this is happening right now. Okay. This is the energy that we're in right now. So yesterday was a high energy portal. Like I said, normally on a regular day, it normally looks blue like this. Just like all blue, right? But lately we've been getting a lot of pulses, a lot of energy, a lot of white light, a lot of frequencies. And if you look super close, you can see like these lines in the background, which lets me know that the grid is being affected, right? And it's not only Earth's grid, it's your internal grid, right? Your internal structure. Also the galactic grid, right? The cosmic web, the internet, right? So there's a lot of things that are feeling this energy, aka ascension symptoms. All right. So that kind of, you know, goes into different things for everyone. Ascension symptoms look different for everyone, right? So some people may be feeling blissful, some people may be feeling sick, some people may have flu-like symptoms, some people may have headaches, some people may feel, you know, like euphoria, very energetic. Some people may feel extremely tired. I know that's been one of my symptoms, y'all. I've been like, my muscles, right now my muscles hurt, right? It may even be like parts of the fascia that's being upgraded, that webbing, right? That web, that grid, right? Um, Also, like different sinuses, right? Your sinuses draining, the lymphatic system draining, just so many different things. And this is why it's best to ground yourself, right? Earthing, grounding, whatever works best for you at this time. Really getting outside, getting in nature, touching trees, hugging trees, getting by water if you can, getting those negatively charged ions to help alchemize and balance this energy at this time. Doing things that are centered in your heart to really help ground you and help this energy maneuver through your body better. Okay. So that this is the Schumann resonance. That's just one thing. Okay. Right now, the sun is going off. When I say the sun is going off, that means that there are CMEs, solar flares, um, corona holes, right? So these are corona holes. These are negatively dark patches in the sun, which spew out magnetic energy. And these cause all type of different, like I said, ascension symptoms here for us as human beings, and it also affects the earth magnetic grid. Okay, so this is where we get those different weather anomalies, having hurricanes in um what is that, Australia, right? They just had a category 5 hurricane, one of the record breaking, um, and a whole lot of other different anomalies, right? As far as Hawaii having a huge storm and flooding, also other weather anomalies that are happening around the world that are known and unknown, right? And then also, like I said, the sun right now, the sun is kicking off solar flares, right? So let me start this over so y'all can see. That's one solar flare. That's another big solar flare, right? Um, and before we even got to today, there was already a few other solar flares. Like the sun was just going off, solar flare, solar flare, solar flare, right? So I don't know if where y'all at, um, I don't know if where y'all at, y'all see a lot of chemtrails, right? That's one thing that I noticed. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about a lot of different things on this live. So I don't know if y'all notice, like it's been a lot of chemtrails. I notice whenever there's a lot of solar flares, there's a lot of chemtrails, right? The sky is supposed to be blue. When I go outside, the sky is white. It's ridiculous. It's very irritating. My soul, my spirit is very much so irritated that the whole sky is white from so many chemtrails, right? And it's that's not all, right? That's just things that we can see with our physical eyes. And it's more than one reason why they're doing that, to try to block out these energies from the sun. I think it can stop this shift that is happening within us, but it has already taken place. And like I said, this is where you just really get grounded in your spirit, in your soul, in your heart, and continue to let those things guide you at this time. Okay. I want to show y'all something on my phone. I should have sent it to my computer, but I didn't. Like I said, I'm very, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I think I might be integrating some DNA upgrades, and I'll get into that in a little bit, but I really wanted to show y'all this. Now let me know if y'all can see this, or if I need to send it to my thing. Can y'all see that? Y'all see the sun, right? Can y'all see the sun? I'm sorry, this thing is mirrored. Yes. Okay. Do y'all see that ring around the sun? Like ring around a rosy? Okay. So I'm seeing yes, 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 I see. So this right here in the middle is the sun. It's an extra object behind the sun. I've been telling y'all, this is why I really hope y'all been watching my videos, because I've been saying this for a while. A lot of other people who are tapped into this knowledge, they've been talking about it too. It has a lot of different names for it, whether it's Nibiru, whether it's Planet X, whether it's the Destroyer, whether it's Marduk, whether it's, it has a thousand mothership. It has a lot of different names for this energy. But there's something behind the sun, and it's not just one thing, it's multiple objects. Okay. Now I say this because on a regular day, um, you won't see this, right? You can't see it with your naked eye. But this is why I don't like upgrading or updating my phones, because they'll tweak certain camera effects on the phone to where you can't capture certain things. Like before I updated my phone, I could zoom into the sun and I could see a whole lot, right? But I had to update my phone because I wanted the pause option for when I record videos. Okay. So I was like, damn, all right, I know they about to mess up my camera, but we got to make sacrifices, right? But y'all see that ring around the sun, right? And not only is it a ring around the sun, it's two things around the sun. Okay. So like I said, they try to edit it. They tried to edit the photo. I'm gonna have to send this. I'm gonna send this to my computer so y'all can get a better view of it. Because like I said, we deep diving on all the good things today. All right, so drop some gems in the chat if you're ready to go for a deep dive. All right, but like I said, I've been talking about this energy for a while now, right? The last video I did, I talked about alien exposure and disclosure. I broke down all of the energies, with the energy behind the sun, the energy behind the earth, energy coming from the galactic center, and energy coming in from Sirius A, B, and C. Okay, so if you watch that, then you already know what I'm talking about. This is just another receipt. Thank you, Spirit. So I'm about to show y'all some receipts to verify um, some of the things that I've been saying, because I'm not crazy and I don't need external validation or gratification for what I'm saying. I already know. And this is a message. Okay. We don't need external validation or gratification. But when the receipts come, baby, that's just confirmation for you. Okay. So I'm going to show y'all. I want to show y'all this picture so y'all can really see it, because they be trying to play, but I play harder. Okay, work hard, play hard. All right, and we're gonna go there today. Okay, we're going there today. So yes, let me share my screen. All right, boom. So I know y'all can see this. So look at this. Look at this. I mean, look at this. You guys, look at this beautiful. What? This is the sun, right? It's an energy behind the sun, and then it's a huge ass halo. Now, like I said, I went outside, the whole sky was white. The whole sky is white due to chemtrails. They're trying to block this. They have hella chemtrails in the sky because they're trying to block out this rainbow. They're trying to block out this halo, right? It's normally halos around the sun when the sun is kicking off solar flares. But also, like I said, there's extra things going on behind the sun. Now, if you know anything about cameras and how cameras pick up on light, right? It's only supposed to be one sun flare here, right? If it's only one object in the sky, it's only supposed to be one sun flare, right? One light flare. Who knows anything about? Because I took a photography class in high school. Okay, so I know how this works, right? Like I said, they've been doing a lot of upgrading on these phones to try to distort certain views, right? I digress. It's two lens flares here. 1, 2, right? Now, we're going to get into it, because if you look very closely, it won't let me zoom in, but that's okay. That's all right. If you look very closely, right here is something pushing out, right? You see, this is the plane, this the ecliptic plane, right? That the sun is on, right? Because y'all know I'm a big ass geek. Y'all know I'm a big ass nerd. I really study the sun. I love the sun, right? I love the earth. I love the universe, right? I love the galaxies, right? But this flare right here is the ecliptic plane that the sun is on, right? Because the sun travels, like I said, we talk about this photon belt energy, right? So the sun is on a trajectory as we circle around the sun. So this is that train, if you will. This is that track, if you will, that the sun is on. But it's also something here underneath the sun, right? And if you look here, this looks blue, right? If you really look, if you really peep game, this looks blue. This energy underneath it almost looks green, right? So why, I just these are things that I question. I really just want y'all to think, why is it a halo around the sun? Why is it extra energy around the sun? Why is it two orbs here when it's only technically one orb, one sun, one star, one main star in our solar system? Okay, so that's one. We ain't even got to the real message, y'all. Like I said, I want to get this out the way so I can really deep dive with y'all, because it's gonna be some things, okay? But yeah, that's, you said the veil. Exactly, the veil most definitely is being lifted. I want to also show y'all this video that I got, because I was like, I need to show tribe this. And I know um a lot of people aren't able to see certain things, and I want to share this with the tribe, because like I said, with a picture it looks completely different. On the video it looks completely different, and on my before I upgraded my phone, I'm telling y'all, you could see everything. You could see like the orb, the circle, the whatever it is, you could see it all, okay? But let me upload this so y'all can see this too. All right, boom. Here we go. We in for a beautiful show, a beautiful roller coaster ride today. Okay. So yeah, drop them gems, get them likes up. Um, as we start to deep dive. All right, so boom, here is, make this big. Okay, y'all see the orbs, right? 1, 2, right? Y'all see it's a rainbow. It's so beautiful. Like before they start doing all the chemtrails, like you can see, look at all these chemtrail lines, right? Because they're trying to block it out. They do like a grid. They do a grid over the sun to try to block it out. And I'll notice like even the heat temperature from the sun, it'll dim down. But like I said, I've been doing this for a while now. So I love to just watch as they try to play God, right? Watch as they try to control it. And they like spray so many, it'd be crazy. And I'm like, all right, I can't, let me go out early and get what I need, because for the rest of the day, like I was outside just for a little bit, my throat is already like, you know what I mean? Because them is chemicals. That's a whole nother video, but let me just get to the point. I showed y'all the breakdown. This is the halo. It's a blue orb here, and it's a green looking orb here. That's just what I see. This is just my opinion. This is all hypothetical, right? For YouTube purposes, right? But we're gonna get into it. So let me press play. Yes. Let me lock it so they can't make it blurry. Y'all see that? Uh-huh. Yeah. So what is that? It looks like the sun is giving birth. Let's watch that one more time. So try. Let's watch it one more time. Yes. Let me lock it so they can't make it blurry. Y'all see that? Uh-huh. Yeah. What's so interesting is it's so much stuff going on right now. Like, and they're trying to just block it all out, right? They're just like, oh no, just cover it. We don't need the people seeing this. But this is obviously a portal, right? This is obviously a huge portal. And I did this breakdown on what's behind the sun with my Golden Gate video for people who know, or if you're new here, I did a whole breakdown on what is happening with this energy right here, right? We're being pulled, like it's like we're in a black hole, if you will. We're in a wormhole and we're getting pulled into like I said, that age of Aquarius, golden age energy. And there's a lot of objects, there's a lot of things as we enter in this different space, this different time, this different place. We're literally in a portal, right? And it's just like we're just going through it, right? It's like a tunnel. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. That's exactly what's happening here, okay? But it's it's a whole lot of enchilada going on, okay? So yeah, we got some things happening up in the sun. We're gonna get into the messages. I just wanted to show y'all that that's what happened when I went outside today, right? I was outside getting soup and things for my children. And I'm like, I'm looking up, I'm like, damn, the whole sky is white. And then my spirit was like, you already know what time it is when they make the whole sky white. And I look up at the sun, big ass rainbow. I said, oh, okay. I said, it must have been some solar flares that went off, right? I checked my phone, solar flares going on. I'm like, okay, it's we in those times, right? And it's a whole lot of layers. We gonna get into it, okay? We gonna get into all the layers today. Okay. So yes, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Some things that I have been noticing out here in these Bay Area, California streets that I thought was pretty interesting. I'm like, wow, right? We got the Schumann resonance going off, right? We have the solar flares going off, right? We have energetic frequencies. We got meteors, right? We got volcanoes. We got, it's so much. It's so much. So again, don't forget to like, you guys. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. And I'm about to deep dive into some notes that I took just for this live because it was a lot. And I have to get these messages out. All right. So yeah, we about to go for a nice, beautiful little ride. Drop some gems on me. What date did this happen? This happened today. This happened today. Before I went live. This was at 9 a.m. in California, Richmond, California, Bay Area. 3/27/2026 on the Gregorian calendar. Okay, so it's happening right now, right? It's not something that's going to happen in the future. It's not something that's happening. No, it's happening right now, right? And it's a lot of things that are transpiring globally. It should be like a huge wake up call for the collective. Like, all right, so we about to go. I see the gems. Thank y'all so much. We about to go in. We about to go in. All right, let me drink some tea. Okay, so the first note that I have is things are happening faster than you thought. Things are happening faster than you think. Okay. And yesterday must have been a huge portal day because when I looked at the date, it was 3/26/26. Okay. So that's when all of these messages came in. And like I said, it was coming in fast. Okay. So you may even be experiencing things, wanting things, right? This essence of that manifestation energy and things happening faster than what you thought. Also, we're already about to be in April, you guys. So where has the time gone? Where has the time gone? It like 4 months have already passed, you guys. Things are faster than we thought. Things are happening faster than we thought. Okay. Somebody calling me. I'm live. So hey, is be mindful of certain things and be mindful of your thoughts at this time, okay? And another thing is have patience with yourself. Give yourself grace. And take it easy with yourself at this time. That was another big message that I got because I've been noticing I've been trying to like I said, things happening faster. So you really want to be present. You really want to take time with yourself and just be in the energy and not rush through the energy at this time because you may miss something, you may forget something. Okay. So spirit really wants you to take your time and this energy. That was the message that I received before I even got into the spirit said, take your time. Period. right? And take my time with this message because it's a lot. And I'm like, damn, it's a lot. I want to rush through it. Spirit said, no, take your time so you can really sit in the energy. This is really about being present and being still with yourself. Okay. All right, now get them likes up, okay? Because it's 100 people watching, but I only got 60 likes. See, I see you peeking, okay? So please do me a favor and get them likes up for your girl, because I'm about to, like I said, they didn't want this message to get out, and you see what they doing outside. Okay, so I'm about to give it to y'all. Oh, baby, I like it. I'm about to give it to y'all raw, okay? Things aren't as they seem. Don't be deceived, okay? Clearly, the video I just showed y'all, the picture I just showed y'all, things aren't as they seem. And it's so funny because as I was outside, I just see people just walking around just normal. And I'm like, how do people not see this big ass rainbow in the sky? How do people not see, all of these chemtrails? And how do people, and then Spirit was like, Diamond, some people can't see what you see. Some people don't have the eye, the vision to see what you see, right? I gave you the vision for you to see it through, right? So that's a whole message within itself, right? Things aren't as they seem. Do not be deceived, right? Because with our eyes, sometimes we get caught up in certain illusions of what things are supposed to look like, right? Because somebody would just say, oh, it's cloudy. Sure is cloudy out here today, not knowing they sprayed a whole bunch of chemtrails. It's not just cloudy, right? And you need to be questioning everything at this time. Okay. So if it's a certain story that's coming out, okay, Spirit's giving me the dolphin story with this man getting took by these dolphins. And they say, oh, no, he's crazy. Oh, no, he's crazy. He's crazy. He's crazy. It's nothing to look at. Don't look over here. Do not look over here. That's where you need to be focused at, right? Because it's always the flip. It's always the reverse. It's always the opposite with the government. Always. It's always polar opposite, right? So you really want to pay attention to what your intuition is telling you, okay? Because looks can be deceiving, and that's exactly a part of this matrix, right? My trick. Shout out to Sister Myra. Material realm of tricks and being just caught up in illusions, caught up in delusion, caught up in confusion. Shout out to Pray 7. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate that. Sending you all of that love and light right back to you. But this is where you really get in tune, because things aren't as they seem, right? There's certain wars going on. They saying it's over certain things. It's deeper than that, right? So really get in tune with what your spirit is telling you. Really get in tune with what you feel called to do, what your spirit is calling you to do at this time. That's going to be the key to push us through this energy at this time. Okay. All right. So going back into these ascension symptoms, and this is what kind of started this energy. This how I knew this energy was coming in. I would say maybe for the past couple of weeks, I have not really been hungry. And not to say that I'm a fat ass or anything like that. I love to eat. I'm a fat girl at heart, don't get me wrong. But normally I'll be hungry in the rising, and I haven't been hungry at all, like, and I'm like, okay, that's interesting. I'm just fasting then, right? I'm just fasting. I'm like, okay, I'm fasting with the world, right? People are doing Ramadan. I've been calling it my fake Ramadan fast, right? Calling it my fake Lent fast. But after a while I started to notice, I'm like, it's something deeper going on here, right? This is light body activations. And when we talk about light body, light is like a double entendre. It's a metaphor. It has multiple meanings. And right, shout out to the tribe. Yeah, how many people haven't been feeling hungry or feeling more hungry than normal, right? This is like I said, this is the flip. This is the opposite, right? Normally I'll be eating more, but I haven't. Okay. So that's a message in itself. We are becoming more lighter, right? We are entering in this phase of light body activations where we become light, right? And that is in mass, right? The mass within our body, the mass within our cells becomes lighter, and not only in weight, but also in our glow, right? We emit light at this time because we are lighter. We aren't intaking as much as we used to. And the food that we consume here really makes us more dense, right? And spirit really wants us to get in tune with becoming more light. Okay, I'm kind of getting like an ancestral type of thing because our ancestors, they never really ate 3 times a day. They never really ate 6 times a day, right? They would mainly fast. They would fast, maybe have 1 meal a day, 1 meal, one big meal every other couple of days, is what I'm kind of getting. I kind of see like the ancestors out on the field catching buffalo, right? But it's been like, what, 3 days? They might have had some grains, they might have had some fruit, right? So this is an ancient call to an ancient remembrance that is happening right now. Okay. Whew. This gonna be one of them ones, y'all. All right. But yeah, so we are receiving a lot of upgrades for light body activations. And I love it because you're going to feel it. You're going to feel, this is something that you're going to feel within your structure, feel within your body, feel within your bones, right? Like I said, those ascension symptoms is going to be different for everyone. And this feeling will feel different. It's going to feel different. You're going to feel different, right? So like I said, your bones may be sore, your muscles may be sore. You may be becoming sick, right? Flu-like symptoms, catching illnesses out of nowhere, right? You've been doing the same thing you've been doing, right? You ain't left, you ain't went nowhere, and you just, get sick out of nowhere. That's a part of these ascension symptoms, and it's due to these solar flares, is due to these energies that are coming in. Because if you watch my sun is conscious video, I did a whole breakdown on the sun and how it emits these gamma ray particles, right? And it's two different polarities when it comes to radiation, right? It's negative radiation and it's positive radiation, right? And it's a sense of radiation poisoning, right? And radiation healing, right? So we're receiving a lot of healing radiation from the light, from the sun, that is being absorbed by the earth, that is being absorbed by the plants, that is being absorbed by us at this time. Okay, so if you feel a little different, is because of these upgrades that you're receiving at this time. Okay. So another thing is these, like I said, these ascension symptoms are going to affect everyone completely different. And once you fully okay, Spirit says, slow down, Diamond. I'm trying to speed it up. So everybody is going to be feeling these ascension symptoms at this time. Okay, hold on, y'all. My apologies, y'all, my star seeds. Okay. But like I said, these ascension symptoms are going to affect everyone differently at this time. Okay. So just be very mindful of the body. Listen to your body. Listen to your body. If it's telling you one thing, listen to it. Okay. Don't go against it. Don't go against your first mind, because that's when you end up in places and you be like, damn, I should have listened to my first mind. I had this happen to me about 3 times last week when I did not listen to my first mind and I fucked myself over. Okay. And I was like, damn, I should listen to my first mind. Damn, I should have. Even the smallest, randomest thought, right? Not wanting to do something, not wanting to go somewhere, not wanting to eat a certain food, questioning that intuition is what is going to have you put your own foot in your mouth. So really listen to that first mind. Okay, listen to your first mind. Okay. Um, so with these upgrades and ascension symptoms that we're feeling, a lot of people are integrating the effects of these upgrades right now. Okay. That looks like wanting to be still. Like I said, not wanting to eat, wanting to be wanting to be in isolation, wanting to be secluded, wanting to be in solitude, just kind of really going into hermit mode, like whatever that looks like for you, whether that's like getting into a creative flow, um, wanting to just wanted to just be, right? You just kind of don't want to be bothered, unfortunately, because that's kind of like how I've been feeling. Um, and it's due to a lot of other things that's been going on too. I'm just keeping it 100, y'all. I'm being completely honest, right? It's really, if like I said, it affects everyone different. Some people may want to be more social at this time, but when you are integrating different cosmic energies and cosmic light, it's really a call to get in tune with yourself and rest, right? And do what feels right to the body, because when you go against these things, it makes this integration process harder for you to alchemize at this time. Okay, so it's just a huge alchemy process that a lot of us are going through right now. And once you get through this integration period, right, whether you have been doing a lot of shadow work, doing a lot of holding yourself accountable, taking a lot of accountability, right, cutting certain people off, letting go of certain things to elevate, doing better because you know better, right? It's always when you're breaking a bad habit, it's always that process of integrating that change that you have made. And a lot of us are really starting to get in tune with that integration period. Okay. So just be mindful of what you're consuming, who you're allowing in your energy, and what you're allowing in your energy, what you're allowing in your body, what you are projecting at this time, because this is a very sacred space and a very sacred time. Um, and it's okay to hold up your boundaries on what you believe in at this time as well, because this is like where you're embedding new information within your DNA structure, where you're embedding new information within the neurons in your brain. And you don't want any outside energy interfering with that process. Okay. I'm getting like transgression. I'm hearing transgression. Okay. Sometimes I'll be saying words, I don't even know what they mean. I just listen. Okay. So I'm getting like this is like a transformation, a transmutation of energy at this time that a lot of us are going through. And spirit really wants us to get in tune with ourselves and not let anything outside of us affect that energy at this time. Okay. Okay. So I said gifts being enhanced and turning on. And there are a few people once they feel this, they have been integrated into the shift. Okay. So there's some people, like I said, you're either feeling ascension symptoms, you're in the midst of integrating them, or you're in the midst of adjusting to the shift. Okay. And the shift, adjusting to the shift looks like feeling disoriented, feeling not here, right? Like how I'm feeling, I feel not present in my body, but I'm here, right? I'm very much so conscious and I'm very much so aware, but it feels different, right? Like somebody said in the chat earlier, it's very 5D, it's very new earth, it's very heaven on earth, right? It's very blissful. Like my spirit isn't here, but my physical vessel is, and it's very hard to explain. Okay. Also, that when you have already integrated the changes, right? Because I went over the first two. I went over feeling the ascension symptoms. I went over integrating what that feels like, what that looks like. But when you are already in the shift, right, it looks like certain things collapsing, looks like old things leaving. It looks like trials, tribulations, and tests to see if you're going to revert back to those old things. It looks like unexpected abundance. It looks like instantaneous um special encounters with people, with friends, with soul tribe. It's like polar opposites at its highest height to see how you're going to react to the frequency. That way, the universe can know how to pinpoint you or what to put you in this timeline. Okay, it sounds crazy. Yeah, we get into some metaphysical stuff today. Okay, but that's how it is, right? You're gonna see things differently. You're gonna do things differently. You're going to have different tastes for certain, like all of your senses are going to be enhanced, right? Um, new a new activation with gifts will start to come online. Certain gifts will be expanded. That's something that happened to me over the past couple of days. I was like, whoa, right? I didn't know what the hell was going on, right? I'm like, the sky looks bluer, the trees look greener, right? It's a sense of that superpowers, right? You wanted your superpowers, well, here they come, right? So it's the sense of those that DNA is being upgraded, right? And this is all part of those gamma ray frequencies that come in, right? Because the solar flares that come in, they penetrate, right? It's that kundalini awakening as well, right? So when these things come in, it shifts, it alters our DNA, and then we purge, then we release, then we integrate those changes, and then we just sit in that changes, sit in that bliss. Thank you so much, Maldi, for the super chat donation. I appreciate that, and I'm sending you that back tenfold. Okay, um, but it's this sense of, like I said, your gifts coming online and your gifts being even more enhanced, and also unexpected gifts coming online. Okay, gifts you didn't even know you had turning on, and just being aware of that at this time. And what I'm hearing is spirit saying, I'm not done, right? This is just the beginning. This is just a taste of some of our powers as they get activated, some of our clairs as they get more sensitive, some of our extrasensory multi-dimensional gifts that we have being activated at this time. So really pay attention to how you're feeling, what you're seeing, and don't be afraid of your power. Okay, be able to sit in your power. That's another reason why spirit has been calling a lot of us to be in stillness, to be in silence, to be in darkness, so we can really get in tune with ourselves, our gifts, our powers, what's for us, what's not for us, right? People, places, things, everything. Okay, so this is just a beautiful butterfly effect when you have been putting in the work to change, when you've been putting in the work to heal, when you've been putting in the work to love yourself, to vibrate higher and be a part of this collective consciousness at this time. Okay. All right. Um, Also, I said triggers, tests, and traumas where we surface. Okay. And also things with the family. Okay, so that's to each his own. If it resonates, it resonates. But something I noticed in the chart. Okay, Spirit is saying pull up the chart, because this was something I've already been feeling, like I said, within myself, within my family. But I really want to break this down for the collective so y'all can really see what I'm talking about, right? Not just to make it seem like I'm talking out my ass, right? I really want to show y'all what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna pull this chart up real quick. Um, so y'all can see. So these are where the planets are today, right? But I want to go back. I want to go back in time. Boom. This was yesterday. Okay. Like I said, that portal. Yesterday was a huge hidden portal. And I say that because this Jupiter, this Jupiter and this moon in Cancer, this is a very tough degree. This is and not only is it a tough degree, period, it has its polarities, it has its abundance. But I'm gonna start off with the bad news because I like to get the bad news first, right? You want the bad news or the good news first, right? Give me the bad news so we can get that shit out the way. Okay. So this is a tough degree due to the moon, right? The moon can cast illusions on the mind, illusions with emotions, illusions with um intuition, right? And it has been, like I said, this illusion energy, right? We're breaking through that with this end of this Piscean age that we are exiting out of. We are stepping into the birth of new earth. the birth of ourselves, this rebirth with ourselves, the rebirth of everything, right? So that's why a lot of things have been crumbling. But there are also things in the shadows that are coming to surface to be revealed. And that is right, because the moon has a shadow, the moon has its phases, right? And at this point, the moon is in its shadow phase, right? It's not, we about to get into the full moon, but it's this waxing energy, right? So that's things becoming illuminated, things coming to the surface, right? Also is conjunct Jupiter, right? Jupiter is all about expansion. Jupiter is all about growth. Jupiter is also about that electricity. It's also about that gamma, right? That gamma ray frequency, right? And spiritual abundance, and um just a huge expansion on everything. Everything is expanded, everything is exploded, exploited at this time, okay? And then it's in this Cancer, right? So it's in this Cancer energy. Cancer is all about the family, right? And I say that because, Cancer represents the woman, but what is that attributed to? That's attributed to the moon. So it is this double down, this deep rooted energy within the family, within the bloodline, within the family tree, within the lineage, within the ancestors, right? Because it represents the woman, it represents the mother, right? Mother, right? The divine mother, right? So that is macro, that is micro, that is everything. Okay. So these here alone is going to reveal some things about your family dynamics that you may need to address. And if you have addressed them, things will be resurfaced or put in your face to revisit, to see how far you have come, or to show you how far you have come. Okay. And there may be tests within the mother, right? That mother figure, right? Us wanting to connect with our mother, us wanting to heal the mother, right? And this could be physically or spiritually, right? You could be a mother, you could be healing yourself, right? You could be a masculine tapping into your divine feminine energy, right? Nurturing yourself more, nurturing others more, feeling more connected to earth, right? Because this could be this play on this nurturing energy as well. So it goes really deep just with this degree, this energy alone. Is all about that mother. Okay. So be very mindful of that. And like I said, family, right? Because Jupiter is at the 15th degree. 15th degree, I believe, is 12, 13, 14, 15. Yes. 15th degree is the Gemini degree, right? So that represents what? Communication, teaching, learning, early education, and siblings, right? So this is a huge family dynamic, and this is about the royal family lineage being exposed to their gifts and being exposed to their rulership, being exposed to their powers. But you cannot take place, you cannot have a seat on a throne till these other things are illuminated, right? So you really can't fully step into your power till you address your trauma, till you address your triggers, till you address your inner child, till you address your inner teen, till you really get deep down into the root of these family issues, these generational issues, right? And you have to be the cure if you want to reign royal supreme, period. Okay. Because you can't be the king or the queen and you carrying certain diseases, right? And because then that's how a lot of these pharaohs, these kings, these queens were dethroned due to certain diseases they didn't know how to cure, right? Whether it's heartache, whether it's codependency, whether it's ignorance, whether it's gluttony, right? The seven deadly sins, right? So it's so much just with this degree alone. But I said these couple of days, these couple of weeks have been, it's been a huge focus on that, right? It's been things resurfacing within the family dynamics, right? Whether it's you getting contacted by your ancestors, right? Because that's the negative, right? That's the negative energy. It's also a positive polarity when it comes to this, right? So your ancestors wanted to connect with you, your ancestors wanted to contact you, and you wanted to even do more research when it comes to your ancestors at this time, right? So it's this beautiful give and take, receiving, reciprocated energy that is here for us if we allow it to. if we allow it to be. Okay. So there is a huge, like I said, healing that is taking place due to this not trining, due to this squaring in Aries, right? So a square is a 90-degree angle in the chart, right? And this was yesterday, but it's still, that energy is still present, but you feel more alleviated from it, right? So it's been this lead up, lead up, lead up, lead up, lead up. Yesterday you might have felt some relief from this, right? Because that was the climbing the mountain and reaching the mountaintop. That was a peak, right? Yesterday was a peak of this energy, and there has been some type of climax. There has been some type of confirmation, some type of completion of that energy due to this angle. Okay, like I said, this looks like a mountain, right? This victory, right? This V for victory, right? Because you climbed the mountaintop, you never gave up. You never gave up on yourself. You never gave up on spirit. You never gave up on being a generational cure. Okay, so like I said, there was some type of test that many of us have been going through when it comes to ourselves, our lineage, the family, abundance, all type of different, our minds, right? A lot of different things. And I say that due to this being square. I say this due to Venus and Chiron. Oh my goodness, I just seen that they were fucking conjunct. These two are both at the 25th degree. Good God, in Aries. Oh my goodness, y'all. So let me hold up. Because I didn't even see this. So these were conjunct at the Aries degree. So this is really, Chiron, because Chiron is the key. Chiron is the wounded healer. Okay. So like I said, I didn't even see all of this. I just seen Jupiter at the 15th degree, and I know it was squaring Aries, and I knew all of these planets was in Aries. But when I really break it down, baby, this Chiron is a wounded healer. So how have you been healing your wounds, right? And Venus is all about love. Venus is all about things that we value. Venus is all about money. Venus is all about the home, things and things that you're consuming, right? Things that you eat in. What are you allowing in your energy that you value, right? And how are you healing your values with your mind, right? Because this is an Aries, right? So, what are you changing in your mind to break free of these old values, these old illusions, these old things when it comes to the family structure, right? When it comes to your own structure, that way you can open up to your abundance, your true birthright that's instilled in your bloodline, right? These are, like I said, these are DNA activations that are happening at this time, and it stems from the bloodline that you come from. Okay. So it's a lot that is happening within the collective. Like I said, if you can feel it, you feel it. I know I feel it. Let me know if you feel it down in the chat. Okay. And it's going to change you from the inside out. Like I said, these ascension symptoms going to be hitting different. Okay. You're going to feel completely different. You're going to be sensing things. You may be more sensitive. I know I just been crying out of nowhere. And then sometimes I want to cry and I can't cry. I'm like, what the hell, right? I'm feeling emotionally connected to this, but the tears won't come out. Spirit be like, it's not time for that, right? I'm like, well, damn. So just balancing with yourself and going through the motions of this energy, right? This energy is like roller coaster waves, and it's helping us purge, it's helping us cleanse, it's helping us tap into different parts and different layers of ourselves, which is really such a beautiful thing. That is a gem when you get in tune with yourself. Okay. So that's that aspect. That's just that aspect. That's the squaring aspect. That's the friction. That's the alchemy you're supposed to be doing with yourself, with your family, if you feel called to, if that's part of your soul mission, right? Really getting in tune with the value of healing yourself, really getting in tune with the values of healing the bloodline, really getting in tune with the value of healing what you consume, right? And that's been another thing. I haven't been able to be online. If I find myself strong too much, I'm like, oh no, let me get off, break time, let me read a book, right? So really changing your values to heal yourself, to heal the lineage, right? Also, like I said, we have Saturn and Neptune here. So there is going to be this great karmic retribution when it comes to this ancestral inheritance. And we just have to continue to focus on that. Focus on the higher positive level of it. You don't really want to focus on the lower negative vibration of the thing, because you can get caught up in that energy. You don't want to focus on fear. You want to focus on the victory, right? Focus on accomplishing things versus the negativity of it all. Okay. Because that's a whole nother energy within itself. And we're not letting these things consume us. We're not letting nothing consume us that we do not want to be consumed by. Okay. So, yes, that's for this trining aspect of this. I mean, not the trining, I keep on saying trying. That's for the squaring aspect, the friction, right? These things to break through at this time. And then we also have this beautiful trine. This is a trine. This is a 120 degree, right? So it is this very much so aquatic, um, following your dreams, getting in tune with your imagination, subconscious reprogramming, right? And how have y'all dreams been? Okay, because that the main reason why I came on here was because of a vision that I had in between the dream realm. Okay, I'm gonna get into that later. Yeah, this gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be one of them ones, y'all. I'm giving it to y'all raw today. Okay. So thank you so much, Norman, for the Cash App. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Sending you all that love and light right back to you. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Okay. But like I said, this is that training aspect. So there's been some type of initiation with Mars here. There's been an initiation with communication with your spirit and your subconscious mind. Okay. With your shadow. This is about integrating the shadow and doing that healing work so your spirit can be free. So you can ascend to different places at this time and really not let these old things of the past hold you back. Okay. And when you do that, you're going to receive so much abundance. It's going to be unfathomable. Okay. So, like I said, if you're really in tune with this energy, you've already been seeing trickles of the abundance come in. Okay. And then, sitting in that, being grateful, having this grateful attitude, this grateful mindset for the things that are coming in, whether it's good or bad, because it's all for the experience, for elevation, to evolve, to grow. Okay. So I just really wanted to break this aspect down as far as growth with yourself, growth within the family, right? Whether that's soul tribe, meeting up with soul tribe, whether that's your physical family that you're related to by blood, also a spiritual family that is here and that is present, aka why these meteors is coming down. That lets us know that we're in a different part of space and they're all hitting in the United States, right? So that lets us know that there's an awakening process that is happening here in the States with us that has been a long time coming. And this is where a lot of these activations are going to come in too, because these are penetrating the grid, and that activates the grid in those ley lines, and we get charged up and we have ancient remembrance due to that energy. Okay. Also, things with the water, right? So a lot of things happening with this aquatic energy. Like I said, the dolphins, Hawaii storms, hurricanes, right? And that's just the negative aspect. It's also beautiful polarity with this remembrance, right? Remembering the way of the water, the ways of the water, if you will, right? So it's a lot of things that I'm going to deep dive into. I just wanted to show y'all this chart. And it makes a lot of sense for me because I channeled all of these messages yesterday. I didn't even look at the chart. So when I look at the chart, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. So now when we go to the present time and moment, we in our hearts, we feeling more lighthearted, right? Because the moon is in Aries. So it's this clearing of the mind, right? More focused, getting things done, and not letting certain things hold you back. Like I said, this is that coming up over that hill energy to enter in this new way of thinking, doing, being, seeing, acting, etc., etc. Okay. So yes, I just wanted to share that with you guys as far as the chart. I really want to get into my notes because that, like I said, that's just the intro. I've been on here an hour. This is getting kind of crazy, but I love it here. So it's home. this is home for me. And I'm just super grateful. I'm super thankful. Don't forget to get them likes up and drop some gems on me. We're about to get back into the notes. Okay. But I had to connect it. I had to let y'all see how I've been connecting these dots lately. So yes, I said triggers, tests, and traumas will resurface with the family, in the self. For you, there may be blocks, but those blocks are a sense of protection. Okay, so let's say you've been trying to do something and you keep running up against obstacle after obstacle after obstacle after obstacle, wall after wall after wall after wall. That is a sense of spirit protecting you. That's a sense of divine protection. Okay, if it was meant to be, it will be easy to do it. Okay, there wouldn't be roadblock after roadblock, right? Roadblocks, right? Y'all catch the bar? Roadblocks after roadblocks. I picked up on that the other day. I said Roblox. Yeah, why the hell would they name this app that's for kids a Roblox? It should be Road Opener, right? Why they name this damn app the Road Opener? Right? Because it's literally blocking their mind and locking them into a different type of mind frame and doing a whole bunch of other things. Okay. To each his own. I'm gonna pull it back. Hold on, I gotta stay focused. Okay. So triggers, test, trauma will resurface with the family and for yourself. If there are any blocks that come up at this time, is for a sense of protection. Just continue to heal yourself and continue to heal your shadow for integration. Okay. All right. Now, there will be encounters, there will be disclosure, there will be certain entities, certain angels, certain angles, certain aliens, certain spirit guides, certain versions of your higher self that come to you and present themselves to you, certain dreams that you may have. And it's going to be extremely potent during this portal. It's going to be potent during this portal. Okay. Now this why I even got on here. Okay. There will be encounters and entities in the middle of the night. And the way how you know that you're getting ready to have interface, like I said, you'll feel different. And there you will see a lot of signs, a lot of symbols, and a lot of synchronicities at this time. So if you've been seeing a lot of numeric frequencies, right? 111, angel numbers, etc., certain patterns, right? It doesn't always have to be synchronistic. It can be like 1434, right? 2882, right? It can be 6262, right? It don't always gotta be the norm, but if you keep on seeing the same numbers over and over and over in patterns, right? If you keep on seeing stuff like this, yeah, this is confirmation that you are in tune, you are in divine alignment, and there's going to be even more things coming to you at this time. Okay. Also, like I said, with these encounters, okay, be mindful of the animals. This is why the birds, right? It's multiple reasons why these birds have been going off, right? But that because the birds been going off due to the magnetic shift, the magnetic pole shift of the energy. That's why, birds normally fly south, but birds are in different places of the world doing that um they do like this thing where they're in flocks and they make different signs and symbols and shapes in the sky. They only do that when the magnetic field, the energy of the earth is shifting and changing. Okay, so those are signs of confirmation from source, signs of confirmation from the earth that things are changing and things have shifted, right? The magnetic north is not the magnetic north anymore. The magnetic north is shifting. It has shifted already, right? We're already in the midst of the shift. Okay. So the animals are going to be another way for you to tell and give you confirmation, right? So if you seeing your spirit animal come up a lot, that's confirmation for you. If you're seeing certain random animals that you never see before, but they keep coming to you frequently, that's a sign for you. Like the other day, I was going for a walk and I seen two different people on the opposite side of the streets walking with the same exact dog. And I was like, yo, that's a message, right? And I don't know what it is, but I've never seen that. Okay, so you're going to be receiving a lot of different confirmations. Like, pay attention to all of the signs, all of the symbols, and all the synchronicities. And it's going to come in with animals because animals are still connected to nature. They aren't disconnected from nature like a lot of people on this planet Earth are. Okay, so you could be seeing a lot of bumblebees. You could be seeing a lot of honeybees. You could be seeing a lot of ants. My kids just ran down here because they said they seen a spider, right? So you could be seeing a lot of insects. And I told y'all about this insect energy, right? They the real rulers of this earth, right? Those are the real aliens, right? If you will. And they don't like to be called aliens because they've been here to stay home too, right? So it's the ants, it's the butterflies, it's the spiders, and spiders for me represent scorpions too. So, and dragonflies. What else? I'm forgetting one. Oh, we've seen a lot of geckos. We've seen a lot of lizards, right? That reptilian energy. And that's a whole nother transmission because reptilians aren't always negative, right? We look like tadpoles as semen. So technically we have a little bit of that reptilian energy in us. Okay. So it's always good and bad in everything, right? It's about what you choose to be. It's about what you choose to vibrate in, what energy you choose to vibrate in at this time. Okay. And we chose love. We chose the light. We chose the darkness to alchemize our darkness, to tap into our light at this time. Okay. Um, but yeah, you're gonna see a lot of different animals. Okay. Now to bring it back to my point, birds, all type of different animals. I don't want to go down the line of every damn animal kingdom and species, but y'all get the point. Okay. But I say this because this is the main reason why I did this video. This is the main reason why I did this video today. The other night, I got woke up. Okay. Got woke up in the middle of the night. It's 12:23 on a dot. 1223. And it was just that time on the clock. That's how I know I'm right on point, right on time. Okay. Um, as I wake up, I'm just chilling there. I'm like, okay, let me try to go back to sleep. I close my eyes and an entity revealed its face to me. Okay. Now, the way how it came in, it shocked me because it was very bright. I could see all of its features. I could see its face. It was not humanoid. Okay. Not in any way. So it startled me. It startled me a little bit. I said, oh, it said, oh, I'm sorry. I said, no, I appreciate when spirit guides come in and show me their true authentic self. Don't come cute for me. Don't get dressed up for me. Don't turn into no white man with big ass white wings just to appease my psychological brain, right? Show me who you are, reveal yourself to me. And that goes for humans, entities, whatever. Okay, that's just how I rock. Okay. So I was very appreciative that it revealed itself to me in the form that it did. Now I will okay. I will give y'all the best description of what this being looked like. And it looked like a octopus. Okay. What do they call it? Anamorphic octopus. And it had a very distinct look. And once I sat in the energy and I started to feel out the energy and hear the communication that was being communicated with me, I realized that this was a spirit guide that I have been working with since I was a child. Okay. Clock it. Okay. So as I could see this entity, I'm asking them, well, like, who are you? Like, what are you? And they laughed. And in the background, I could hear the dogs in the neighborhood going off, Like, and I notice this whenever I get contacted in the middle of the night, the dogs go fucking crazy. So that's why I brought up the animal thing. Pay attention to the animals. You know, the animals, they are intuitively tapped in, like the bees, the butterflies, the ants. They all see UV light. Okay. So they have a different vision when it comes to what they see. That's why I always say, don't really be afraid of butterflies. Don't really be afraid of bees if a bee land on you, because they really just see your aura and they think you a flower. They attracted to you like a flower. So if something is attracted to you like a flower, I mean, you got some good pheromones, you got some good energy. That's why they always trying to mess with kids, right? Because kids are they are pure light. They are pure love, right? And the bees, the entities, the insects, they can see their aura. Okay, they don't see the same light, the same color spectrum that we see. Okay, for most of us, because like I said, a lot of us are getting upgraded and we're starting to see those UV lights. Some of us can see aura, some of us can see past this light prism. Okay, so this is where you just really get in tune with that energy. Now to rewind it back, with this contact with this energy, I was like, so who are you? Like, what? And they took me literally back to my inner child, where I was tapped into my gifts, and I would hear things, see things, feel things before they would happen. And I would be kind of tripped out. And I kind of was in disbelief, but they took me back to that place. And I was like, yo, and then the energy got more comfortable, and I said, oh my goodness, this spirit has been with me since I was a child. And it was like, yeah, it's really an aspect of yourself. It's really not anything outside of you. I am you. And I said, oh shit. Okay, so this is, like I said, we are multidimensional beings, right? We are tapping into our extra sensory gifts. We're tapped into all of our gifts, and the more we allow them to flow, allow them to activate and not be so much in fear, we can truly embrace them for what they are, for who we are. We can embrace ourselves for who we are and what we truly are, because we are way more than just these vessels, right? Even though I appreciate our vessels because this is what we need to navigate here on earth, there is also this expansion that is happening within our consciousness to let us see different aspects of ourselves at this time, in whatever dimension, whatever plane, whatever realm, whether we are deep within the ocean, whether we outside of the firmament, whether we in another star system, right? Whether we are underground, we are who we are, and we're tapping into all aspects of ourselves without fear at this time. Okay, so when that happened, it really let me know that we are really tapping into a ancestral remembrance. We are tapping into an ancient remembrance that is being activated within ourselves, right? And being activated within our cells, within our cellular structure at this time. And it goes very deep. Okay. Also they pulled, because when it revealed itself to me and I calmed down, okay, I could also see I could also see different souls in the background, and they were all blue, right? So these souls that were like reaching for me, and I was like, why are these souls reaching for me? And Spirit said, because you open to communication. So certain souls are going to reach out to you. Now, this doesn't mean you communicate with every soul that reaches out to you at this time. Be very protective of your energy. Be very protective of your gifts, and continue to do what you feel called to do at this time. Okay. So that was one thing. Then I went, like I said, into the past, and I remember some things about my childhood. Then it was like this past life remembrance thing. Okay, they showed me different things that I'm not going to get into, because everything ain't for everybody. And if you had past life regressions, you know what I'm talking about. Is some things you aren't meant to share. Okay. But they just was taking me down different past lives that I had and different missions that I had. And all of the missions are the same, right? And basically we all came here to experience this energy of healing ourselves and healing our shadow and loving ourselves and loving our shadows and integrating that and being these generational healers. That's just the main thing, but we also have different branches of other things that we're here to do. But that was the main core experience that we came here to experience here on earth, was the sense of healing ourselves, healing earth, loving ourselves, loving earth, and getting back in tune with nature's law in the midst of chaos and destruction, finding balance and being the light in the darkness with the alchemy that we've done in the dark. Okay. Okay, y'all. So, yes, I said there will be different encounters, different star family that you will be having interface with. Okay. And for me, I kept getting Nommo energy, Nommo energy, Nommo energy. And I'm like, all right, Nommo energy. Then they like showed me Syrians, right? Then they showed me Anunnakians, Nibiruans. I don't know how to say it. Then they showed me Andromedans, Pleiadians, Arcturians. So they showed me different um, galactic star family that are here that have seeded a lot of different things here on Earth to help us lift up this vibration. And it's a whole bunch of other star systems I don't know the name of. So if you feel called to, tap in with those different star systems, it's a reason why. So just continue to do your homework, because that's all part of your. Y'all, did the live just cut off? Yo, what did I say? What did I say? They do not want this message out. Y'all. You guys, you guys, you guys. What did I say? Y'all. The whole screen cut off and said, sorry. On my end, I should have screenshotted it. On my end, it said, sorry, disconnected. Would you like to reconnect? I said, don't tell me they cut off the live again. What did I say? I've been trying to give this message. This is the third time I tried to give this message. You said I bear witness. Y'all. My spirit guys is laughing right now. This how you know I'm not fucking lying. My live ain't never cut off like that. And then said, would you like to reconnect? And then let me reconnect and y'all still on here. What my mind tried. I got witnesses. Y'all. This how y'all know I'm not lying. I start running down all of the let me be careful now, okay? Yo, drop some gems in the chat for your girl going in. It froze. What? How? When I started talking about the Galactic Council, as soon as I started talking about Galactic Council and us being seated here, they said, oh, no. She's not talking about clapping ass and twerking, and she's not talking about the war. She's not talking about nonsense. Cut that shit off. Oh, no, she tapped into the Nommos. Oh, no, cut her off. She's reminding them of their power. She's reminding them of their power, where they come from. Cut it off, cut it off. Oh yeah, that's my daughter's shadow. I'm sorry, y'all. You said who else seen the shadow? Yeah, it was right here. Right here. Yeah, that was my daughter. Y'all, I'm telling y'all. I don't know what the last thing I said. I don't know what the last thing I said was, but I know I was talking about us being seated here. And if you feel called to do some research, do some research. Okay. I'm going to leave that there. My spirit guys is laughing. Oh, they said it was them. Okay. They said it was them. Okay. Well, 111. Yeah. High energy. Yes. 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 You said very high energy. Yeah. Pure energy surge. Yes. Y'all dropping the gems. Thank y'all. Because when I just seen the screen cut off, and I said, she really tapped in. But let's continue. Shout out to the tribe. Let's back to the message. So if you call all of that, I don't even know what they're going to keep, what they're not going to keep. Because it's going to cut back in. And when it cut back in, it's going to be probably. So if you was meant to hear that. This message ain't for everybody. Okay? This message isn't for everybody. Everybody's not on this frequency to receive this message. So if you're here, you were meant to hear this message. I'm talking to you. Okay? So let's get back into it. Thank you so much for the Cash App. Thank you so much, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Sending you that love and light right back. Okay. Whew. All right. Oh yeah, interdimensional being. You said it was after you said the Nommo, so you know I ain't lying. Because I was questioning myself for the past couple of days. I'm like, yo, do I even put this message out? Do I even want to say it's connected to the Nommo? But Spirit said yes, because that's what it is. You better stop playing. You came here on a mission. You better complete it and stop pussyfooting. Because mama ain't raised no sucker. You know, suckers get licked around here. Get the message out. For the people, somebody needs to hear this so they don't think they going crazy. Because I'm not the only one that's been experiencing encounters and contact and dreams, traveling to different places, and my gifts being activated, and having ascension symptoms, and feeling sick, and waking up and feeling charged up, and watching other people crash out around me. And I'm just like, damn, and watch people have road rage. And normally I give them the finger, but I'm not on that frequency no more. It's a different frequency that we're being tapped into right now. And I have to be a good shepherd and give the message, regardless of what interferences, what type of interruptions come in. But I'm happy y'all was here to witness that, because like I said, they don't want this message out. They don't want this message out. They didn't cut it off right in the middle of the live, and it came back on. But that was high frequency energy. See, the energy is too high, baby. Okay? So let's get back to the message. I said this is about the interdimensional beings and the extraterrestrial. Okay? Whew. Now, this goes back into the animal message, because what they're showing me is aquatic beings, aquatic species, right? So they're showing me the octopuses. They're showing me the jellyfish. They're showing me the whales. And they're showing me the dolphins. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, because I'm getting messages. All of these animals have been seated here for healing, right? This is why they say octopuses look alien in nature, and they're one of the most intelligent things under the sea, right? Also, whales being the biggest thing in this on this planet, right? A blue whale. Okay, they show me a blue whale, and also how they communicate, the sonar communication, right? The sonar, they like, right? All of them clicks, all of the way how they communicate, it echoes, right? And it travels for miles, for distances, right? Due to their brain waves, due to their gifts and their technology, their inner technology at this time is being upgraded as well. And it's not only for us, and this is why it's been an interference with the seas, it's been an interference with these aquatic animals, because what I'm getting is infiltration no more. The colonizers won't have the last say so when it comes to this planet, because they interfere and try to integrate and intermate with everything, but everything isn't to be tampered with, right? So this is the wars within the seas and the wars with the seers. Huh? Did you hear what I said? This is why there are wars in the sea, because there's also wars with the seers. This shit goes deep. It's war with the water. It's war with the information that is pouring in here. That's why they're blocking out the sun. Okay. They telling me to pull it back, Diamond. Thank you so much for the donation, Malikia. Milianka. I'm so sorry. I'm saying your name wrong. Thank you so much for the Cash App donation. I appreciate you so much. I gotta slow it down. They telling me slow down, Diamond. They said slow down, Diamond. They said because you forgot a fish. You forgot one of the species we gave you. Going back to the alien message about the aquatic life here on this planet that were seated here. They were seated here to help us heal, to help us remember, and to communicate with us. That is like Star Family. Okay. Also, the jellyfish. The jellyfish. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. I always thought that jellyfish were super intelligent. And then I found out that jellyfish didn't have no brains. It's all nerves, right? That helps them float, that helps them glide effortlessly, right? They're translucent. That always makes you think of transmuting, right? You can see straight through them. It's nothing to hide, right? They also will sting your ass, right? But how do you heal yourself if they sting? You got to piss on yourself. You got to heal yourself, right? To get rid of that sting, to get rid of that burn, right? Jellyfish, when my first eye started to open, I seen the picture of a jellyfish and it really tripped me out because it looked like a jellyfish, but it also looked like a UFO, right? That dome shape, that, and then like the little tentacles look like the beamy up, like the lights, right? Almost, I'm seeing a tree right now. Okay. I'll come back to the tree in a second. Thank you, Spirit. Um, And then jellyfish always made me think of mushrooms because of that dome top and the bottom part, right? The cap and the stem. And that always lets me know that everything is connected. Everything, right? Because the water, they have the jellyfish. The earth, the mushroom, and the sky has the ships, right? the chariots, the ships, the UFOs, the UAPs, whatever you want to call them, the drones, the orbs, all these different names. But it's all interconnected. Land, sea, sky, right? And we are the fire. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh! Because they say, yeah, even you, you have your dome, right? You have your head and you have your stem, your body, right? That keeps you grounded here. Okay. And bringing it back to the jellyfish, right? The nerves, right? These are all neurons, how they move. Ooh, seeing an octopus. Is an octopus coming through. All right, hold on, octopus. Let me get the jellyfish message out first. Okay. But they move with the nerves, right? That's their nervous system, just pure, effortless, just gliding, sentient energy, right? Like sperms, right? Like semen, right? They don't have a brain, but it's a sentient connection to find the egg to travel, right? The tadpole, right? The seed trying to find the dirt to germinate, right? When the seed germinates. So beautiful. Like the life cycle, right? When thank you, Spirit. They just showed me when an atom, when a star, whoa, when they combust, right? Neurons in the brain firing off, right? Supernova galaxies exploding. Yeah, it's all interconnected. An atomic bomb, atomic, atom, right? Atom. It's all interconnected, right? That we were seeded here. We are the seeds. And the more we connect with the mycelium of this plant, this planet Earth, this plant, woo, sheesh, they just speaking through me, y'all. I can't even say what I'm trying to say. They just speaking. Okay. The more we connect with the mycelium network, right? That is the hidden connectivity of the Earth's grid, right? The plant kingdom, where all of the fungus, all of the trees, all of the plants connect all around the world, right? They send information and water and healing all through this mycelium network. It's also a very intelligent, a sense of intelligence, right? The more we connected with that, the more we expand, right? Because nature is law. Nature is a teacher. Nature is healing. Nature is ever providing for us, always providing for us. And what I'm getting is like these entities, earth, the plants, the animals, they tired of the disruption and the destruction of earth that the colonizers have brought. They're destroying the soil, they're destroying the air, they destroyed the water, like they're tired of it. So there is a purge that is happening. Okay. There will be, oh my goodness, there will be heat waves that drop them like flies. I'm getting Europe. I'm seeing a heat wave in Europe, like that heat wave in Italy that killed a whole bunch of people. They saying it's going to be something like that in Europe, maybe around the summer. It's going to get real hot, and it's to purge the impurities, the impure ones who are inorganic to this planet. They said the real aliens. Okay. All right now. So that was that message, because they keep pulling me underwater. Okay. I'm not, they said because you're not done. They said because you're not done giving this message. Okay. Um Also I'm getting like underwater volcanoes erupting. I'm getting new land masses appearing. I'm getting very Atlantis energy. things in the Atlantic and the Pacific shifting and changing at this time. Okay. I'm really picking up on like, yeah, underwater volcanoes and like in the Bermuda Triangle area. Okay. Because what I'm getting is they've been doing a lot of unaliving in that area with the sea life and a lot of manipulation with the sea life there. I'm kind of getting like them eating the mermaids, right? Them capturing the mermaids, them doing certain experiments on different species of animals that they see. Because we gonna see a lot of species of water aquatic animals resurface. We've already been seeing them. There will be more. We've been seeing the albino animals on this planet revealing themselves. That's a sign. Like Hopi prophecy, like the red heifer, right? Um, they're giving me like a lot of prophecies within the animals being fulfilled, right? The doomsday fish, the orange shark, the albino turtle, the albino alligator, albino bats, right? It's all type of different things to let us know we in those times, the signs of the times, the times of the signs is what they're giving me. But they keep taking me to like the Atlantic Ocean. Like they what I'm assuming is they got me in the Bermuda Triangle and they because what I'm seeing is I'm seeing a lot of Navy stuff and I'm seeing a lot of dolphins. I'm seeing a lot of fish. I'm seeing a lot of and it's like war with the animals. Like they got wow. They're like capturing thing 111 on the clock. They're like capturing certain things and making them slaves. And the higher up entities are they said they tired of this shit. They like we tired of these colonizers coming on this planet destroying the ecosystem. Things will be turning back to the ancient way, ancient restoration for peace, for paradise. This planet was made to be a paradise, not energy harvesting, not gold harvesting, not for slaves, not for workers. No, this was a planet of paradise. All of the star systems, all of this wow, all of the stars will come here from each galactic center to rest and enjoy paradise. What they're showing me is this is the galaxy's vacation place. The vacation getaway was here on Earth. Oh man, I'm gonna cry. That's so beautiful. They said different, like this is how we got seated here. Because it will be different star systems, different entities from different star systems that will come here, meet, fall in love, and mate and create us. We are descendants of them. So beautiful. So beautiful. Like they showing me what movie is that? The Guardian of the Galaxy. I think that's what it was. When he went inside that club and all you seen was a whole bunch of different like alien species. Excuse my French, y'all, because they really do not like being called alien, but entities. They say, well, use entities, Diamond. Damn. Sorry, y'all. I'm in a whole channel. I know y'all see it. I'm in a whole channel right now. Thank you so much, Pray Seven. Gratitude, sending you that love and light right back. I value you. I appreciate you. Please, you need to email me too, because I got some information for you that I want to share with you as well. Okay. But yeah, they're giving me like Guardian of the Galaxies and a different, like this was like they hangout spot. And all it took, they said all it took was one bad seed. All it took was one bad seed and they fucked it up for all of us. Where they cut us off from certain worlds, certain walls, certain domes were placed here due to these wars, right? Because it's cosmic galactic wars as well. They giving me Grand Canyon. Wow. Yeah. All right, thank you, Spirit. They say, yeah, that's how the Grand Canyon was formed due to ancient wars, certain craters. Woo! In this Earth, certain planets in the solar system are not there due to these ancient wars, and this is just one galaxy. Okay, thank you. They said thank you. They said thank you. You have distributed the message, prayer. Okay, thank you. All right, y'all. Now, can I finish my transmission? I guess they had a message for the collective that they wanted me to give. They tired of the BS that's going on here. They tired of the BS that's going on here, and there will be more things that happen within the waters as we get activated. That's why we're being activated due to these wars, due to the infiltration. That's why we woke up at this time. That's why we incarnated here. It's so many other more layers to that, but this is just one of many reasons. Okay. Yeah, they're giving me like ancient war energy. And they said they're tired of the war. They said we want love. This is the planet of love, not war. You are beings of love, not war. That's all of the reprogramming, the decolonizing of your mind. Not from fear, not from hate. It's to get back to the original, authentic energy, which is love. Not money, not things, not materialistic things, not attention. They just showed me like an orb. They said that's our spirits, our souls. They're not attached to anything, not even these bodies. We even got to let it go of our bodies. They say even in death, you have to detach from your body, from your vessel. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. It says so operate from love. Okay. I'm gonna get back to my I told y'all this was gonna be one of them ones, y'all. Drop some gems on me. Okay. Your star family will be contacting you soon if they haven't already. Okay. In dreams, they may appear as a best friend, someone you never seen helping you. Okay. You don't know why you got this connection to this person in your dream and they're just helping you. Or a spirit guide, ancestor, right? Yeah. All of that good stuff. Okay. All right. Interdimensional beings and extraterrestrial. Okay. And this is also goes back to that ancient remembrance energy. This is why Antarctica, right? The ice caps in Antarctica are melting to show a what prehistoric land, land before time, if you will. Peace, love, bliss, portals to the interdimensional self. Because if it's outside, it's inside. If it's above, then it's below. This is really going back into you, right? You are returning to a place of peace and paradise and bliss when you tap into your ancient ways of being, doing, thinking, which is love. Love of the earth, love of yourself. Now, not all humans operate from that. And this is where you get into discernment and continue to let things that are not of that vibration and that frequency that you resonate with go. This is where the word no comes in at, which has been a hard thing for the ones who are centered in their heart to say. Some of you just learned the word no. Self-liberating, self-love, self-worth. You are a priority. Talking to you. You are a priority. You will get what you deserve. You will get what you put into it. It will be reciprocated to you 100-fold. So do not focus on the lower beings, the lower things of this old dying realm. The split is here. The split has happened. And it's whether if you're going to operate on a different frequency, you choose. You have the choice to choose in this realm of free will. What you think, what you eat, what you surround yourself with. So continue. And you will continue to be shown favor on this mission. It's a y'all, I'm sorry, it's a whole being here. um um God, they be saying some shit, boy. I tell you, they got the best game ever. They say, yeah, that being is you. It's you. It's you. You have arrived. You have remembered who you are. You have gotten back in tune with yourself. That's the magic. That's what they're trying to hide from you. That's what they're trying to distract you from. Keep you just distracted from yourself. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. So I said to upgrade the DNA and help you remember who you are and what you are. Nostalgia of the inner child. Okay. Past life remembrance. This is that Shambhala, Argata, Myrrh energy. When I was talking about Atlantic Ocean, right? Okay. I'm also hearing the way how you will know you're in these frequencies and in these energies, it will feel like a sense of nostalgia. It's a sense of time dilation and time traveling. Right? So time dilation is being somewhere and time speeding up, time slowing down. Like I'm been on here for 2 hours. It don't feel like it. We in a portal, okay? Cuz it's no time in the spirit realm. Everything is different. Right? Space and time, light years, right? It's 2,000 light years away, right? But it's really when you travel with your mind, because you can meditate for 2-3 hours. If you really locked into that frequency, it won't feel like it. Just like when you fall asleep, right? You could fall asleep for 2 hours, but you done did hella shit and it don't feel like it. Though that's a sense of time dilation when you travel to a different point in space in time with yourself within the mind. The mind is the time traveling machine, is the portal. You activate these different waters, these different memories, right? You go back to something of a childhood, that's time traveling, technically. See, it's all within you already. The time dilation, right? So you guys may be experiencing this is why time is speeding up. Yes, it is. Here on this planet Earth, yes, it is. It's speeding up, heating up. Passion, fire, love, having fun, right? Time flies when you're having fun. Okay. You guys will start to experience deja vu. Okay. Those Mandela effects, confirmation. All these things are confirmation that you have entered in a new time and space within yourself, different ways of perceiving things, perception, perspective with yourself. Okay. Woo. All right. So yeah, I put remembering your dreams, right? Dreams will be a big way of communication with yourself, right? With your subconscious mind, with your ancestors, with the spirit realm, right? It's so much with the dreams. And that's just like astral traveling. A lot of people start to be able to astral travel, astral project. Yeah, these are those times. Excuse me. Also, dreams. Dreams aren't just a sense of when you fall asleep. Dreams are also making your dreams, your goals, a reality. So if there's something that you want to accomplish, your dreams aren't too far fetched. Your dreams aren't crazy, right? A lot of you may have been daydreaming, being pulled out of your conscious mind, right? Outer body experiences. These are things that you have experienced or will start to experience. I may just be giving some of you confirmation. Okay. Y'all, I'm fully, whenever you see me like this, just know I love y'all. But baby, the ship then took off, the mothership and completely took off up in here. Okay. We is somewhere. We is somewhere else. Let me drink some more tea. I'm telling y'all, this tea, link is in the chat. You said we is on Jupiter, baby. I'm telling you. We is somewhere. Okay. All right, but yeah, your dreams, your dreams, your dreams, your dreams. Spiritually and physically, write them down. Watch them manifest. Okay? There is an ancient remembrance within this planet. Thank you so much, Praise Heaven, for the donation. I appreciate you so much. Sending you all that love and light right back to you. Okay? Gratitude. Can't thank you enough. Okay? But they said there is an ancient remembrance that is happening within this planet. This is the storms, right? I've talked about this a lot of times, right? With the global warming, right, which is really the heating up of this planet, of this galaxy, because we're going to the golden age, which is a golden light, which is the sun expanding and giving off more light because we are conscious, right? The sun is consciousness. We are one with the sun, right? So the sun is heating up, things are speeding up, okay? Meaning that when the sun heats up, it heats up the earth, meaning that the ice caps melt, all the ice, the icebergs, and these all have ancient memory, ancient atoms, ancient bacteria, ancient life, right? Because we all know water. Water holds memory. Water holds information. Water holds a frequency, right? You can program water. Water is very powerful. It's 4 states. It's like 1,001 states water can go into, right? It can be liquid. It can be solid. It can be mist. It can be steam, right? Hot water, frozen water. It can kill. It can nourish. There's so many things with the water, right? But the sun is melting the ice, which is forming water, right? That water therefore transforms into clouds, and then those create storms, and then that water then pours on the earth, pours on us, and we get these activations. We get these ancient remembrance of certain things. That's just another way this information is coming in. It's coming in by the light. It's coming in by the work that you're doing. It's coming in by certain religions and spiritual beliefs you guys are initiating yourself into. It's not one way, it's always. It's all things, it's everything. But that's one thing with the waters. This is why they at war with the water. Water wars, water wars, and water. The wars with the sea and the seers. Okay. Wow, they giving me like classified files. This is why they've been like doing a lot of research, a lot of classified files, right? To try to tap in the astral projection, the mind control, the mind reading, the all of these things, right? It's some things they will not declassify because they've been studying you. They've been studying your DNA, and they can't crack the code on the DNA. They don't got the code to tap into certain portals that we have instinctually, ancestrally. It's within our bloodline. This is why they infiltrate, aka sleeper cells, aka all these other things, to bring those people who have the gifts. So wow, they showing me like, damn, they showing me like torture chambers and stuff to activate people's gifts, right? Because some people gifts come on out of anger and fear. I'm getting like adrenochrome. Damn, this is real shit, y'all. And this is why they tell us not to tap into magic. It's witchcraft, it's voodoo, right? But they doing it. Come on, spirit, pull me up. Where are we going with this, spirit? They said the water, the memory. Thank you, spirit. Because they had me going deep, y'all. We was going somewhere else. And I'm like, yo, right? It's so much coming in. Hold on. The water, the information, right? The wars with the water. This is also why a lot of us feel called to the islands, specifically the Caribbean, right? Because those are our home. That's our ancient land, where our family, where we derive from, that paradise energy, that peace, that bliss. So for you, yeah, some of you may have been getting called, right? You don't know why. You want to go to these islands, right? It's not a vacation for you. That's home. That's your ancient ancestors' home. Some of you feel called to relocate to certain places. You don't know why, because that's your ancient ancestors' home. It's a grid activation within the earth and within yourself. It's a cosmic divine alignment that you're being called to. Okay? Sheesh. Thank you, Spirit. I had to pull out some energy and tap into some other energy because it got pretty deep. But basically what they were saying is it's been a lot of they got me jumping around. Y'all get it, whatever. We here. Thank you. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Basically, what they was taking me into like where they torture people to activate their gifts, right? AKA the adrenochrome. That's a whole nother thing. But they do this shit on islands, right? Because there's certain portals that they can't get to. It's certain portals they don't have access to, but we have access to, right? And this goes back to the water, the ancient remembrance, because that's how they programmed a lot of our ancestors' subconscious, right? With the torturing, with the killing, with the unaliving, with all these things here on this land. And that's what a lot of us are doing. We're reprogramming and healing and healing and healing and healing. We're doing ourselves and our ancestors and our lineage so much justice, y'all. And every time I tap into this energy, I swear, I hear the ancestors crying tears of joy. The ancestors are so proud. Your ancestors are so proud of you. You can't even fathom. It's a whole army rooting for you that goes beyond your comprehension. This is eons and eons and eons, galaxies upon galaxies. Because it's not just us that they've been doing this shit to, y'all. We're just becoming aware. Some of us have been aware a very long time. But this is where we make change. This is where things change. See the chaos for the order. After the war comes the victory. Okay. Now, let me finish reading this. There's an ancient remembrance within this planet. The storms, the volcanoes, underwater volcanoes, right? Because it's the volcanoes that haven't erupted in over 12,000 years. The one in Africa, right? Also, Hawaii, that volcano has just been erupting. It's a whole bunch of other volcanoes, right? It's also underwater volcanoes that will start to erupt, right? And create new land masses. Okay. And also ancient places that will be restored and discovered, rediscovered. Okay. This is the land. This is underwater. This is also within ourselves. An ancient remembrance. This goes in every way, macro, micro, as within, so without. They're showing me like us, and then like an EMP, like exploding, like our auras exploding and expanding. Like this goes everywhere, every direction. It's endless. Okay. Whew. So they said the storms, the volcanoes, the underwater volcanoes, the weather, the pole shift, 5D. They put in quotation marks 5D because it's beyond 5D. That's a light lock they want people to cap at. It goes beyond 5D. It's not only 5 dimensions. Okay, it's infinite amount of dimensions. Okay. And then they say Antarctica. Then they were talking about the meteors, right? The meteorites, quote unquote, because we don't know what the hell they really are, right? They're technically extraterrestrial. That's the only thing we do know, right? So, wow. What they're giving me. So people who believe that there is a dome, where did these meteors come from? If there's a firmament, where did these meteors come from, y'all? People. Unless the firmament is cracking, but that would not be a big chunk of the firmament coming in. See, it has to make sense. Okay. Hello. They channeling the messages. Because I thought that too. I said, well, maybe the firmament's cracked. If the firmament cracked, why, water above water? Where the water at then? We under this dome, the snow globe, right? The earth flat. Yeah, where y'all at? Not judging. I'm just asking questions. Okay. Some people say everybody has their own opinion of it. These are space checkpoints. These meteors, we're going to call them meteors for the sake of identification in this video. Okay. But these are checkpoints to let you know that you're passing through a different part in space in the photon belt. This to let you know that you're traveling on this plane, whether flat, round, square, a dot, a dome. It is traveling. It is moving. And where it is headed, you decide. Where you're headed, you decide. You choose. If you want to be in a state of hell or if you want to be in a state of heaven. All about your perspective at this time. That is key. Your perspective is key to whatever timeline, dimension, reality you want to go to. It's time for us to start thinking for ourselves and centering on what we believe, not what we've been told to believe. So whatever it is, something is here. We have multiple confirmation that something is here. Something has entered in the atmosphere. We have entered in a new atmosphere within our minds, within our hearts, within our bodies, within our state of consciousness, the earth, the galaxy. New things are here. A new you is here. An upgraded sense of yourself, of your identity, of who you are, has arrived. It is happening now. Thank you so much, Pray Seven. Gratitude. I wish I had some damn bombs to blow, like burr, 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 like explosive. Thank you so much, Pray Seven. Gratitude. Gratitude for the donation. Send you that love and light right back to you. Okay. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. But yeah, they said those meteors are checkpoints to let us know. Deja vu is a checkpoint to let you know you have made it somewhere beyond the past. We have broken through those cords, those chains, old timelines, old way of thinking, doing, being, seeing, sleeping. We don't even sleep the same. They give me consumption. We don't consume the same. Okay? So this is all confirmation. Confirmation of what? That we have entered in different space and place and time with ourselves. Also, there will be a lot of more upgrades. I spoke about this earlier in the video. Okay. Lots of gamma ray radiation and symptoms, and this will look different for everyone. Okay. I spoke about this. I said also aquatic life will resurface. Okay. Merkabas being activated for traveling. Since traveling physically, there's interference with traveling physically. There isn't any interference with traveling spiritually. So we advise you guys to travel spiritually. Even though I've been speaking about traveling gonna be an issue. I said that in my New Year's breakdown, my 111, my fire horse year breakdown. I said that in both of those. Okay. Due to Lilith being in Sagittarius. Okay. Restrictions with travel. Okay. Also another message I was picking up on was Earth. Like I said, Earth heating up, the core heating up. Like I said, this will be different anomalies happening on Earth with the weather, earthquakes, etc., etc. And we're gonna see things we've never seen before. We're gonna see things we haven't seen in years and eons. Okay, like I said, the 12,000-year volcano erupting, the doomsday fish, the phantom octopus appearing after 110 years, and it only resides in 5,000 feet below the water level. Okay, we're gonna see all of these things. Be mindful of everything. We are at war. So things aren't as they seem. Everything is backwards. Right? So if they tell you look right, you look left. If they tell you go up, you go down. Right? If they tell you to be afraid of voodoo, right? You might need to look into it because you might have some Creole DNA. You might have one of your ancestors do root work. Okay. Witches are demonic? No, they're not. They know herbs to heal, right? Them was really the shamans of the tribe, the medicine woman, the medicine man of the tribe, right? And I love talking about this because every other culture is okay. It's not okay for the Black, so-called Black or African American culture to tap into root work and ancestral traditional ways of healing, right? We have the ancient Chinese medicinal traditional ways of herbs, right? They have their herbs, right? You go to the Indians, right? The Hindus, they have their herbs, right? Shit, you even go to Africa, they have their herbs they can tap into. You go to the Spanish, the Hispanic, the Mexicans, they even got some type of cactuses or peyote or certain deities. Everybody is able to worship the dead except for us, right? The Asians venerate their ancestors. The Hispanic venerate the ancestors. The Indians, the Hindus venerate the ancestors. When it comes to the African American, so-called Black, we can't do it because it's demonic. So this is where we unlearn to relearn and tap into our ancestors' way. And we heal ourselves. Shout out to Priestess Aset Ra Amen. Okay. I love you so much. As soon as I start talking about, you see how soon as I start talking about that, you pop up and yes, the energy. I love you so much, High Priestess. Don't be afraid to tap into your ancestors. Don't be afraid to tap into what you feel called to tap into, because that's why you came here. You came here to do that. You came here to be different. You came here to remember and to remind and to shine your light. You came here to be the darkness. Ain't nothing wrong with darkness. Everything comes from the dark. I'm not gonna even go in on that because I talk about darkness all the time on my live. You know, if you know, you know. Okay, the womb, the child, the mind, the universe, seeds, all germinate in the dark. Creation, the act of creation, your organs, everything is engulfed in darkness. That void, the black dot, the primordial waters. They want you afraid of yourself. Okay. All right, now I'm almost done. I love y'all. Drop some gems in the chat for me. We've been on 2.5 hours. Okay. Pure love and light, pure love and light, pure darkness too. Okay. Yeah, y'all gonna get this work. I love y'all. Okay. But I said everything is backwards. Why? Because this is the flip, right? The pole shift, the pole shift, the pole shift. This is where things flip. We're flipping back into order, right? Patriarchy. Well, it's time to go back to the matriarch. It's time where you tap into the nature, nurture, right? Earth, heart. We got to flip things around to make it make sense. Like I said, they want you in fear of these things so you don't get tapped into it because they tapped into it. Infiltration. That's art of war. The 00 agent. The person playing both sides, 3 sides. You got to be mindful. This is that flip. The pole flip, right? The energy shifting here on earth. Right? The El Nina, right? El Nino energy, right? The winds are shifting on earth, going in the opposite direction due to the earth's core heating up, like I said, melting the ice. So it brings all of this cold ass Arctic water to the south. It makes it cold. It makes it hot in places that are normally cold and make it cold in places that are normally hot. Okay. This is going to ramp up because that pole shift energy is only beginning. It's only starting. This is another reason why they coat the skies with chemtrails, because there will be a real fog of the pole shift. That fog, when it hits, it will be gamma ray fog. It's going to be like green, like in the middle of the night. It's going to come in. It's going to cloak the whole planet. Okay. And it's going to be pure gamma ray consciousness that everybody's going to absorbing. Then we're going to get the ascension symptoms. We're going to get integration. Everything I said in the beginning of this video is going to happen then, but we're prepping for that. You can't just go from A to Z. It's certain steps that we're all taking right now. Like I said, you can't just sit on the throne and be knighted king or queen. No, you have to go through the training. You have to go through initiation. You have to go through inauguration. You got to get your outfit. You got to get the sachet, right? You got to get your crown. You got to get your wand. You got to get your sword. You got to get your shield, your armor, right? Then you got to get your tribe. It's levels. Okay? So this is what spirit is preparing us for. And it isn't, like I said, it's not always exterior, it's internal as well. So a lot of us are feeling these things internally, right? This pole shift, this pole flip, right? Is you getting back in tune with your subconscious mind. It's also the raising of the kundalini, right? And it's not always bliss and sexual and orgasmic. Like I said, it's a purge, it's a releasing, it's the detoxing, it's the facing your trauma, it's the healing your trauma, it's the healing your lineage. If you can, if you can't, oh well, you tried. We can't conquer everything. We can't do everything in this lifetime. Because a lot of stuff that we be trying to do is lifetimes upon lifetimes upon lifetimes of shit. You can't put too much weight on your back because your back will break. Carry what you can carry. Okay. Message to somebody out there. I don't know why that's coming out, but hey, if it resonates, okay. But I said, yeah, this is the flip. You getting back in tune with yourself. That's what this is about. Using that creative life force energy to create whatever you want with this life, in this life. Be mindful of the deviant energy on this planet, because that will rise too. I'm getting very much so sacral chakra energy, right? Very sexual, right? Because that's been what we've been, a lot of us have been programmed. Ooh, spirit, come on now. Don't, trigger warning. Trigger warning. A lot of us have been abused, right? Programmed to think certain things are okay from a young age, right? That we had to alchemize and push through to get here. So we mastered ourselves, we mastered our power, we mastered our shadows because we need our shadow. If we lose our shadow, we forget ourselves. Our shadow holds power. Thank you so much for the Cash App. I hope y'all heard what I said. Our shadow holds power. You need your shadow to alchemize it, to bring you into full clarity. Then you become the alchemist because you know how to maneuver through the dark with confidence, with strength, not out of fear. And for some of us, yet in first couple steps was very fearful, very tough. And I'm not saying re-traumatize yourself. I'm saying do what you can, take baby steps and continue to heal yourself. You're doing a great fucking job. If ain't nobody told you. Okay? But that's what we've been mastering. We've been getting in tune with our life force energy, with our kundalini energy, with our sexual energy, because that is the act of creation. That is the power. That orgasm is a sense of God, that creation, that sex, that combining and combustion. And yeah, that energy will continue to rise within you so you can know how to alchemize it and use it for good. Plant the right seeds, not just any seed. Quality over quantity. Okay? All right now. The portals are open and they don't have access to them. This is why they have classified files. But our DNA is classified. Okay? So, like I said, a lot of us are getting a lot of DNA upgrades. Wow, it's a big ass spider on my wall right now. Come on now. I know, ancestors. Thank you. We tapped into some scorpionic things right now. It was a fat one too. Thank you, spirit. Yeah. The DNA, but the DNA is classified, right? So, like I said, they've been trying to tap into the mitochondria DNA for a while. Tap into junk DNA for a while. They don't have the codes, right? It's activated in different ways, especially within heavily melanated people. Okay. But the files, I keep getting like DNA. Is because it's like a ladder, right? The DNA, the structure, the double helix DNA. It goes up, right, or goes down, depending on the perception, right? Also the chromosomes, right? The X chromosome DNA being expanded, right? Because we know that the X chromosome has caps on it, or those caps are expanding and they're being broken, right? So that is part of the DNA upgrade, right? This is part of your senses being more sensitive, right? You're not craving the same things. You're not wanting to watch the same things. These are part of the upgrades, right? Your senses changing, your eye vision changing, you smelling different things, you hearing different things, you sensing different things, right? It's all part of the DNA upgrade. Extrasensory gifts as well. Okay. Multi-sensory and extrasensory. Like I said, the whole superpower thing. Okay. The X gene, the X-Men, right? Yeah, all of that. Okay. I appreciate y'all. You said, well, I'm loving this live. Thank you. Okay. Don't forget to like. Okay. That's all I ask for. I don't ask for too much over here. Okay. And if you feel like supporting, I got some things down in the description box. Okay. If you feel like it, if you feel called. But we're talking about these DNA files. Them the files they really want to tap into that they can't. They don't got the codes to. They just know that they're upgrading. That's why they're trying everything in their willpower to stop them. But some of us, the DNA is activating and the DNA is activated. It's already activated. They can't stop it. Hello. Okay. This also goes into the akasha because with the files, I was getting like books, like files, like the akasha, right? Like the tree of life, right? Branches, seeds, new leaves, new lives, right? New things, new memories being expounded upon at this time. Okay. New strands, new scripts, akasha files are being exposed to those who haven't given up. And for those who have felt called to the sea. Okay. It's for you to see. It's for you to go home. This is home. Okay. And we are returning to that tree of life. We're returning to ourselves. We are returning back to the ancient way, to the ancient order. All right, you guys, that is my message. I finished. I finished it. It's a lot. It's a lot here, but we got through it. We got some good channel messages. Okay, drop some gems. Like the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I can't thank y'all enough for the donations, for the love, for the support, for watching this video. I mean, this was powerful. Like I said, they did not want this video out. We literally watched the video cut off and cut back on. Okay, we got telecommunications from interdimensional, outer dimensional, futuristic selves. Okay. This was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful live. And I can't thank y'all enough for being on this journey with me, for supporting and being part of the soul tribe. Okay. Continue on your mission, continue to do you, continue to love yourself, continue to pour into yourself, continue to heal yourself. Okay. You are worth it. And yeah, we're gonna continue to get through this. This is only the beginning, you guys. I have so much more energy I want to share with y'all, so much more information that I want to share with y'all. But I'm gonna save that for my next live. The next big alignment that we have is on the 30th, and that's when Venus goes into Taurus. This is the return of home, baby. Home is where the heart is. Love is where the heart is. Okay. And it's gonna be beautiful. So get ready to start feeling good. Okay, get ready to start feeling good. How does that feel? How does that sound? That sounds amazing, right? So this is gonna be that. This is where we see a turn of events, and try not to let anything outside of you consume you. Right? It's okay to be compassionate and show compassion, but not be consumed by anything, by anyone. I don't care how good the head is. I don't care about none of that stuff. Okay. Don't let nothing or nobody consume you at this time. Okay. Yeah, I said it. All right. So I love you guys so much. I appreciate y'all too. I'll probably be back on in a couple of days. I'm gonna do a lot of lives next week. We got a lot of energy. So we have we have Venus going into Taurus on the 30th. We also have 4/4 portal, and we also have the full moon in Libra. So I might be going live for all of those. I might not. It depends on how I feel. But yes, we got some good energy pouring in, especially with this 4/4, baby. It's going to be good. So again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I love y'all so much. And if there's anything you may be looking for, it's down in the description box. If you would like to purchase tea, book sessions, buy some of my products, buy some jewelry, it's all on my website. Again, thank y'all so much for the donation. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Shout out to the members. I can't thank y'all enough. It was one more thing I wanted to say. I just drew a whole blank. Oh, and if you made it to the end of this video, because I see y'all dropping them gems, I love y'all, fucks with y'all heavy, okay? If you made it to the end of this video, in the comment box when the video is over, I want y'all to put some waves. Put some waves or some alien heads in the comment box to let me know you made it down to the end of this video, okay? I appreciate y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Hope y'all enjoy y'all beautiful weekend, y'all beautiful Friday. And yes, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace, wholeness, love, and light. Until next time, y'all.